morning, y'all. Hey. Thank you, God, for waking me up. Let's get this day going. Yeah. Trying to get that scratching in. That's crazy. I did that wrong as hell. Yeah. I was just beating fun. Trying to wake my hands and eyes up. I mean, I literally just got up, straightened up real quick, and came straight to y'all. There's a lot going on as we see, right? Like, actually kind of want to get into that a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, but before we have a little fun, I don't know about y'all, but jeez, bro. There's a lot of craziness that happened overnight, one. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We done fucking around and started fighting with Iran in the middle of the night, y'all.
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world. For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent people in many, many countries. Among the regime's very first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of American hostages for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved with the attack on the USS Cole. Many died. Iranian forces killed and maimed hundreds of American service members in Iraq. The regime's proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces stationed in the Middle East in recent years, as well as U.S. naval and commercial vessels and international shipping lanes. It's been mass terror. I'm not going to put up with it any longer. From Lebanon to Yemen, Syria to Iraq, the regime has armed, trained, and funded terrorist militias that have soaked the earth with blood and guts. And it was Iran's proxy, Hamas, that launched the monstrous October 7th attacks on Israel, slaughtering more than 1,000 innocent people, including 46 Americans, while taking 12 of our citizens hostage. It was brutal, something like the world has never seen before. Iran is the world's #1 state sponsor of terror and just recently killed tens of thousands of its own citizens on the street as they protest. It has always been the policy of the United States, in particular my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again, they can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why in Operation Midnight Hammer last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Bordeaux, Natanz, and Isfahan. After that attack, we warned them never to resume their malicious pursuit of nuclear weapons. And we sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't know what was happening. They just wanted to practice evil. But Iran refused, just as it has for decades and decades. They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions, and we can't take it anymore. Instead, they attempted to rebuild their nuclear program and to continue developing long-range missiles that can now threaten our very good friends and allies in Europe, our troops stationed overseas, and could soon reach the American homeland. Just imagine how emboldened this regime would be if they ever had and actually were armed with nuclear weapons as a means to deliver their message. For these reasons, the United States military is undertaking a massive and ongoing operation to prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship from threatening America and our core national security interests. We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. We are going to annihilate their Navy. We are going to ensure that the region's terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region or the world and attack our forces and no longer use their IEDs or roadside bombs, as they are sometimes called, to so gravely wound and kill thousands and thousands of people, including many Americans. And we will ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. Very simple message. They will never have a nuclear weapon. This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces. I built and rebuilt our military in my first administration, and there is no military on earth even close to its power, strength, or sophistication. My administration has taken every possible step to minimize the risk to U.S. personnel in the region. Even so, and I do not make this statement lightly, the Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war. But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission. We pray for every service member as they selflessly risk their lives to ensure that Americans and our children will never be threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran. We ask God to protect all of our heroes in harm's way, and we trust that, with his help, the men and women of the armed forces will prevail, the greatest in the world, and they will prevail. To the members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the armed forces, and all of the police, I say tonight that you must lay down your weapons and have complete immunity, or, in the alternative, face certain death. So, lay down your arms. You will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death. Finally, to the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you
to see that thing falling from
America
so far.
is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny and to unleash the prosperous and glorious future that is close within your reach. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass. May God bless the brave men and women of America's armed forces. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless you all.
Look at China. Peep China out.
800多个海外军事基地。反观美国，好战成瘾，建国240多年，只有16年没有打仗，在全球80多个国家和地区建有800多个海外军事基地，从阿富汗到伊拉克，从叙利亚到利比亚，美国的战争机器碾过哪里，哪里的民众就陷入水深火热。美方把贫铀弹和极速炸弹送到乌克兰。
You see the state, the position that China taking? That's wild. Knowing that China 30 years ago was broke and poor and nothing, and what we did for them financially, it done rose up, became a strong international industrial power and exporter. These boys done got too big for their britches. And you hear the rhetoric, so we got to watch them, man. We have got to watch them. Jeez. These boys playing. But ain't this wild, though? Sheesh. Look how he seen it. He seen it falling from the sky. Could you imagine? Like, I could not imagine being here in the A, and all of a sudden, he walking calm as hell. Like, I guess because he know it ain't finna fall near him. Free fall drop. Ugh. That's wild. Iran says it would deliver a historic lesson to Israel and the United States. Netanyahu and Trump's war on Iran is wholly unprovoked, illegal, and illegitimate. Trump has turned America first into Israel first, which always means America last. Our powerful armed forces are prepared for this day and will teach the aggressors the lesson they deserve. Operation Epic Fury. President Trump has been willing to do what's right and necessary to produce real peace in the region. God bless the U.S. While you were asleep, this is what was happening while you were asleep. So I felt it was pretty important that we looked into this and see what was going on. Trump should know that today we fired the old stockpile missiles. Soon we will unveil weapons you have never seen before. You hear Iran? Iran calls on the United Nations to hold emergency meetings. If the international community does not respond to the aggression, it will be the end of international institutions. Shit.
کمکی که رئیس جمهور ایالات متحده به مردمش همیهنان عزیزم.
English, bro. Meanwhile, the actual people of Iran want this. See, and that's what's crazy. So it's like they've been, like, our media in the U.S. to a degree has been telling us, you know, like if you hear it, like hear it in on paper, it's like Iran is crazy and they're destroying and all that stuff. But it's the people that have taken over the Iranian government. The Iranian people are amazing. You know, they're very smart. They've been always very progressive with their culture and their economy and stuff. So it wasn't until whoever came, I don't know their name, but whoever it was, it came in, obviously has been taken over and oppressed their citizens and all that stuff. So for all this time, they've been wanting to break free. They've been wanting free of this government. And I mean, what it looks like is happening, we, as the U.S., is teamed up with Israel, who's right next to them, to get rid of the powers that be in Iran. Well, okay. Well, that's what's happening. But the Iranian people themselves, even though in U.S. we're probably screaming, we shouldn't be going to war, and to a degree, I feel that. But, and it's not even really a but. All I know is what I'm seeing, though, the actual people of Iran want this to happen. The actual people want this to happen. That's all I know. So, I mean, what do you say about that? Besides, the method might not be, you know, ideal, but look, they dancing in the street. Oh, wow. Wow. Damn. They knocked out one of their people. Oh, they knocked out two of their people. Ooh. Munition storage. So weapons and ammo. It's crazy. Look at this. Iranian high school students are thanking President Trump for striking the regime in Iran. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I guarantee most of our news here are condemning this because the idea of us going to war, right? Or the idea of us even taking some sort of strong military action. I get it. I get it. But I mean, what do you do when you see this? This is their youth, happy as hell about it. Thankful. Hey, Shawty had them Air Maxes. See? Iranian. They got on Air Maxes. He had them ones, too. Look at them Maxes. Hey. Hey, that boy got no nails. Don't play with him. Don't play with that Iranian kid, boy. That nigga got them Maxes on. Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, Netanyahu done got out. If Iran really did have nukes, none of this would be happening. I don't think they ever actually got to the point of having nukes. They were getting there, though. I'm attacking Iran because they have nuclear weapons. Well, why don't you attack Russia? Are you crazy? They have nuclear weapons. Yeah, I mean, there's two different enchiladas, though. Two different enchiladas. Russia's amount of weaponry is insane. It's comparable to China's and almost ours. Iran is a very, very small country with a big fist, as opposed to a big dude with a big fist and big guns. Look, hey, North Korea over there thinking, I wonder what they got up. Alright, yeah, that was interesting. That was interesting to learn. Good morning. Oh, she do something crazy. She was finna do something crazy. So these are Navy bases. All right. I dig it. Okay. All right. It's good to see. All right. You finna retransition again. Woo! Be right back, y'all. I remember last night. What was I doing? That's right, because last night I was beginning to let's do this, swap it up. Last night I was actually beginning. How you mean? Almost. That wasn't what I was playing with. I'm calling shot after shot, whether you like it or not. And it take more than a fly to not hit peace from the top. It's this I conquer this land with destiny in my hand, with minute man demand. The misunderstanding the plan is more efficient than others. Most involving my brothers. One the real and the killer. Live on the dump on the double. I break the rocket and snub. Put some slugs in they mud. As if you ride. Hey. And I don't dig what they do, but that don't mean I ain't ill. I don't dig what they done do, but that don't mean I ain't ill. Hey. And I ain't dig what they done do, but that don't mean I ain't ill. Hey. whether you like it or not. And it takes more than a lot. And I just be up the top. Just cause I come to the slam with this to me in my hand. The minute, it was just bad with the plan. Visiting others, most involved in my brothers. And the one for the killers and telling them some of the devil. Rock with the slug, it's the slugs in the mud. Hey, you know what I'm saying? A nigga fly like what? And I love what you like, but only if you like a rider, roll it, keeping you tight. Hey. But only if you like the ride and know it's keeping me tight. I'm feeling good off in the night while your hoe all on my nuts. And I be really not that big and I am just being chuck. Don't really get too much up by nothing. I just by the beat out of poking. Out of, and you see that I'm smoking. Feel it. trying to, you know what I'm saying, find my way through the smoke. Something's drunk in there. Something has lost its damn mind. I know it. I know it. Ew. Deep in this bitch. East side deep in this bitch. East side deep in this bitch. Deep in this bitch. I know it. So crazy to try to do that shit at the same time, but I keep rapping fly because I know a lot of fly shit by heart. So the whole goal is to know what you're saying by heart without even thinking about it, but also playing at the same time while not thinking about that shit. It's crazy. Easy. I wake up, immediately get to what I'm trying to do. Okay, I'm sorry. sloppy in my right hand. I really just need to write. I'm so scatterbrained. I keep wanting to work on all these new songs when I got like 5 or 6 of them that I need to finish now. Like I need to finish writing to them and go ahead and spit, record, drop these shits. Are y'all ready for my music? I have no idea. Are y'all like, I'm ready for drop whatever the hell you're talking about this year. I need it to come out, bro.
Flawless victory. Excellent.
I've been working on it. As we are right now. You are with me in the lab, so I appreciate it. All y'all who are in here with me right now, or who will tune in later, I appreciate it. It all counts. I wish I would stop just dropping in, though. People are like curious. I can see it. I got like 4 different things going. So I see people jump in on Facebook, come back out. So they just being nosy. But just say, hey, speak, hit the like button, something like that if you support a nigga. Otherwise, you just being weird. Otherwise, I'm just taking you as someone not no real supporter. I want to see what he doing. I want to see if he falling up. Like, nah, nigga, I'm over here working, getting. I can use the support. So when you pull up, hit the like button. Comment or something. Say, I see you, Chuck. Something like that. Let me know, man. Count. Most of y'all just be watching it. I just be nosy. But whatever. Thanks for you. I don't know. It's gotta be. It's gotta be for the people that I don't know. Because the people that I do know don't say nothing. As a matter of fact, I take that back. Niggas come up to me. People come to me and be like, I saw you live. I saw what you was doing. I heard the thing you were doing. I seen the post. I seen that. So they'll tell you that, or they'll hit you in the DM and say something like that. But when it counts is now. When you actually see me live and you pull up and I see this thing spike up to like 3 or 4 viewers, because I ain't got that many, but I see it spike up and then it goes away. It's because you just coming in, poking in, looking, whatever. But when you do that, you can leave. Just say what's up. Hit the like button before you leave. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put that in the comment section right now. At least hit the like or leave a comment before you leave. Right. I'm going to do it like that. How about that? How about that? How about that? Yeah. I actually need to write, though. I actually got a lot of writing to do. Which we will partake in momentarily. Which we will do. Which we will do. Iran Supreme Leader reportedly targeted. Yeah, I mean, y'all talking all that shit. It's on now. It is on now. My bad, y'all. Let's get back to this really quick. I'm sorry. I know we making music and stuff, but you know, it's some real shit going on in the world right now. It's some real shit going on in the world right now. And I definitely want to see this interview with Teddy Riley. So we're gonna watch that next. What the fuck is happening? What's happening? Oh my gosh.
God bless you.
And by the way, when he gave this message, he was as honest and upfront as possible with critics coming out, and they're going to say, he says there's going to be casualties. This is not going to be ours. Vinny was saying it earlier a minute ago when we were talking. But he specifically said there could be casualties. And this is war, so it's not like it's not a war of what we're talking about. It's not what happened that was immediate going in Venezuela and leaving. I remember when he and I were speaking, he said to me, he says, every different mission, we have to stay fluid because things could change. But let me kind of go through some of the updates that's been given this morning. You know, normally when something like this happened, you would think they would attack in the middle of the night, say 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. This was a good point that Tom was making this morning, but the attack was around 8:15 their time, which means you wake up, you're having breakfast, boom, there's an attack. So it's not like it's a regular time. And for me, I lived in Iran, in the capital, when the war happened with Saddam, with Iraq, and I remember a lot of these stories, and it's tragic, but let me give you some of these updates. So that's one. They hit 3 Iran nuclear sites. They hit Fordo, they hit Esfahan, and they had Natanz. Reuters reports 6 bunker buster bombs on Fordo, 30 Tomahawk missiles at other sites described by Trump. According to Reuters, obviously the B-2 bombers were used, and they were involved. Tehran's strikes reported around University Street and Jamhuri areas as well. Multiple provinces, including Esfahan, Ilam, and Qom were hit. Confirmed hits in other countries from Iran. So Iran attacks out. Israel's been hit. There's been many clips of Israel being hit. Bahrain was hit. And I think a U.S. military base was hit. Qatar, UAE, 1 dead in UAE. Jordan was hit. Saudi Arabia. And they were also firing at U.S. bases in Saudi. And then AP reported that Iran's first launched the drones towards Israel, then struck U.S. installations in Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, and other locations. Bahrain has confirmed they struck on U.S.'s 5th Fleet Service Center. Rob, if you have that clip of hitting the 5th Fleet, you actually see the clip. There's a couple guys that are driving by the 5th Fleet, and you see them. They're looking at the video recording, and boom, the 5th Fleet gets hit. This is it. Is this the one? I think this is the one. Yeah, this is one of the clips that got hit right there. So, I mean, this is tragic, but it's a full-on war, and a lot of countries are now involved. But I'll continue. Iran state media reported that at least on one instance, again, remember, this is Iran saying this, 40 killed, 45 wounded in a strike on a girls' school in Mina. 1 person killed in Abu Dhabi. Russia called the strike an unprovoked. Remember, Russia's defending their side. France, UK, and Germany said they were not involved in the strike, but condemned Iran's retaliatory attacks, and they urged them to come to the table to negotiate. And in areas that have been targeted, according to the chief national security correspondent at Fox News, Jennifer Griffin, Iranian Parliament, National Supreme Council, Ministry of Intelligence, Iranian's Atomic Energy Agency, cyber attacks have taken place on news agencies. The internet is out in Iran. Tough for civilians to be able to communicate and see what's going on around the world, as well as, you know, what updates are taking place. They don't know what the news is saying about them. Defense minister targeted allegedly. Head of the judiciary targeted allegedly, and that's very important because that was the one that was, you know, putting a lot of many death sentences on protesters. So he's a very, very vicious guy. He's like an Alexandre de Moraes, except worse, of Brazil in Iran. And then they've obviously, you know, targeting Ali Khamenei. Of course, we'll be looking at things as we're going through this. But let me give you an idea from me. I'm getting messaged by a lot of people. Hey, media, hey, can you come on? Can we come? Also, a lot of different friends, family from around the world that are messaging. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? This is what I can tell you.
This shit crazy.
The video that resonates with me the most was seeing videos of Iranians dancing in Iran.
Right.
And I don't know if you've seen this, so think about it. Everybody that says anything, it's opinions.
Right.
But people that are in there in
That's
Iran,
what matter.
It's a different story. They hate this regime.
Right.
80+% of Iranians hate this regime. They want it to be gone. They want to be free. They want to enjoy themselves just like you that's watching this. Think about the basic freedoms you have right now that's watching this show. You have an opinion. You want to say certain things. You want to be free. You want to go out. You want to enjoy yourself. You don't have those luxuries in Iran. Watch this clip of people in Iran celebrating dancing. And by the way, these videos are coming from all over the place in Iran. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, man. And the women, you know, the women are finally able to do that.
dancing, they're celebrating. You can pause it right there, Rob. That's a form of art. They want to be free. They want to be free. What is wild about this whole thing is, Rob, I sent you a picture from 70s of Iranian women supporting Khamenei coming in. And this picture, Rob, I think you have it. You have it somewhere. You'll find it right there to the left. If you go right there to the left, that one right there. When you see these pictures, I understand these pictures, and I'll tell you why I understand these pictures. This is leftist Iranian women celebrating Khomeini's arrival in 1979 and how he was supposed to be a peaceful Gandhi, modern day. Everything was going to be great, and then he later killed 30,000 leftists. He executed them. By the way, I say this, and the reason why this is very close to me is because my mother was one of them that was outside protesting. My mom and my dad were married. My dad was against Khomeini coming back. My mother was supportive because there was a party in Iran called the Two-Day Party. And they said, no, these rich people, all this oil, look what they're doing with all this oil money. And so what if Iranians have more freedom? But look what they're doing. Khomeini's going to come back, and he said to us, we're all going to get free phones. We're all going to get free food. We're all going to get free rice. This is his message that he was given to them.
Yeah.
He's a fair man. He's going to be good. And then what ends up happening? It's chaos. But if you're American watching this, and we've all seen the polls. There was a poll that Charlie Kirk ran, I think, a year ago. And he says, do you want to see U.S. go to war with Iran? And I think some 80+% said no. Maybe 90% said no. That poll is out there. For Americans that see that poll, is that the one? 88%. For Americans who have seen this poll, and I've seen it as well, Charlie, I was having dinner with some of his friends. Was it last night or 2 nights ago? We were in Vegas.
Last night.
Could have been last night. Yeah, 2 nights ago in Vegas. And we're having conversations and stories. If you're somebody that's watched this and you've seen this poll and you're saying, but Pat, Americans don't want to go to war with Iran. I get it. I understand. I fully understand. You don't want to see something like this taking place. I fully get it. So to me, as somebody who has lived there, knows the atrocities they bring to everybody, and knows how much the current regime of Iran hates you having freedom, hates everything America stands for, hates everything the Western ideology stands for. They don't like what we stand for and how we live. They hate it. But for Americans that are saying, Pat, but we don't want to go to war, I get that as well.
Right.
It's not an easy thing. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be ugly. And God willing, it's not going to be something that's prolonged. For all the people that are criticizing and saying, what if this thing drags out? Fair criticism.
Right.
I'm hopeful it goes a few weeks. God willing, less as soon as possible to get it done. If it's hours, great. But we have to also be realistic and realize that this may not be a popular war that a lot of people want. Others ran polls that said the other way. Yes, we want to see this happen. But I lived in Iran as a kid, and I remember the fears, the alarm, the regime, the attacks, and what it was like as a kid going outside. You weren't free, and the first time I got a taste of freedom was when we went to Germany. I said, wait a minute, this actually exists, and then we went to the States. This actually exists, it does. So I understand Americans being concerned about this because you're thinking from heart. You have a heart, and you're sitting there saying, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see another Afghanistan. I don't want to see something like this taking place. But this is why having a big job, like the job the president has, is not for everybody. You have to make some tough decisions. And those decisions means you may have a lot of people that are not supporting you. Keep in mind, he just had the State of the Union speech when? Tuesday night. 3 days later, 4 days later, they're attacking. And they're going after to make a decision here. This could end up either getting them to elevate and help with midterms or hurt them in a massive way when it goes into midterms. But the reality of it is, I voted for this man to be in a negotiating room, having access to the information and make the decisions based on his instinct. And I give this man a lot of credit for having the courage to do what a lot of presidents couldn't do. And while they didn't do that, God knows how many people were killed over there, and the world is not a safer place because Iran got stronger over the years. So that's my thoughts. I got obviously other things to cover here as well. But Tom, I'll come to you. What's on your mind right now?
What's on my mind is people need to pay attention. The United States didn't just surgically strike a compound and other things and bomb those locations in Iran. It didn't just do that. There were sanctions on a global scale. There were negotiations. Then there were more sanctions. As recently as last week, Jared Kushner and Witkoff were in a last-ditch effort for additional negotiations. Don't refine uranium to make bombs. That is our red line. Then we waited for them to be in the same room. Somebody talked, or intelligence got it. We knew where they were. We knew who was in the room, Pat, and we knew when they were going to be in the room. Then we surgically struck. You know what inside the regime, the surviving generals and people this morning are thinking about? Who talked or how did they know? The Israeli spy network and the American CIA has been incredibly effective over the years infiltrating this. We knew who was in the room. We knew exactly where they were going to be. We knew what was going on. So we didn't just bomb a compound. I think we also bombed trust in each other inside Iran. They're wondering, is the spy network, is the electronic surveillance better for the Americans than the Israelis? And remember, we didn't just bomb. This is the end of a long line that ended with, you will not have nuclear weapons to fire at ourselves or innocent countries or Israel. That was the red line.
Vinny.
I mean, listen, because I'm going to play both sides of it because you already know what's going to be happening. I can imagine what's in the chat. Israel this, you guys are Israel that. Let's play both sides. Has Bibi Netanyahu been on camera in Congress and on every interview saying Iran has a bomb? Iran trying to push us to go to war? Absolutely yes, okay? Has Iran said death to America over and over? And I want people to understand this. That statement isn't, hey, death to Patrick or death to Vinny or death to everybody in Florida or death to everybody in California. Death to America, meaning I hope every single one of you dies, and including your country. I hope it gets wiped off the planet. So two things exist. I'm just curious, all the people that are going after Israel, and everybody knows I'm critical towards Israel's actions as a government, has nothing to do with the Jewish people. This movement that happened, Pat, the revolution, did Israel go in there and make the people revolt and get angry and fight for their freedom? Who did that? That was organic by the people. Israel had nothing to do with it. The people were in the streets. Over 40,000 are dead. God knows how many are in jail right now getting tortured or are also dead. But look at Iran as a people, as the nation, as the regime. Think about it. Their money's gone. The country's ruined. And I already know. I know for a fact. Okay, let me stop. I'm sorry because I'm going a little bit ahead of myself. Think about Masha Amini.
You're good.
Remember Masha Amini a couple years ago, 2021, I believe? Her hijab, think about this, all you leftist liberal psycho-feminists out there. Her hijab showed a little bit of her hair, and they beat her to death. They beat her to death, and there was silence. Nobody was saying anything, okay? This type of thing, this type of liberation that I hope happens, is for those type of people. That girl, her freaking soul and her life not to be in shame or in vain. You know what I mean? It has to. Sometimes you don't want to do it. I know Trump ran on, no new wars, no new wars. When you're backed into a corner and you have to do it, you have to do it. No, what American wakes up and goes, I want to go to war. Let's go to war. And I guarantee today, all these podcasters, all these guys in their basement that are expert geopolitical people are going to say, we told you so, and this, and Israel, and everybody, shut up, okay? Because people are dancing in the street.
Right, the Iranian people are happy.
You tell me how bad it is that this is happening in Iran. This is a high school. High school.
Yeah, I showed them to him.
Zadam, they hit him.
And look at the smoke in the background. These people aren't running for cover. They're dancing. We told them that we would back them up. Trump said, I will back you up. 30 to 40,000 of them
No,
ran
listen
out
what
in
he
the
said,
streets.
Tom. Listen to what he said, Tom. You can't hear what he said. Go back 5 seconds. No, just go back 5 seconds.
Right there,
Listen to this kid, this black shirt kid. I love Trump.
Wow.
Trump.
You can stop it?
I love Trump. In Iran.
In
Wow.
Iran.
In Iran.
I want people to grasp the levity of that situation. A bomb just went off, and it probably hit like a major...
You see the smoke behind the school.
IRGC. They're not screaming. He's not running. I got goosebumps, Pat. They're cheering.
Me too.
Thank you. I love you, Trump. So for all of these people that are going to be in their basements getting angry, yelling with their little hats on their tables, and everybody knows who I'm talking about, shut up. The people need it. This isn't Iraq. We didn't bomb and start on CNN, have all the tanks, all the troops going in. Unless you're there, unless you're like him and had his family, that he had to flee there and I'm not going to get into all the problems that we have that we can't have doors and we're worrying about stuff. He had to hide under tables and shit because they were bombing him and they had to flee. So for everybody that's going to sit there and try to act like they know what the hell they're talking about behind their computers, shut the hell up. The people are happy. That's all that matters. That's it.
Yeah, so to me, here's the one concern that I have on what could happen. If you're Iran, so two positions.
Take that with you throughout your day.
Iran.
And see
if
how
you're
people
US,
respond to this.
you have
you'll
to
know,
immediately get everybody.
Because the Iranian people
immediately get all the leaders. Like if you look at the names of people they got, Rob, there's a picture that I sent you. If you look at all the people that he eliminated here, if you look at this here, Vinny, we remember all these faces, one by one by one by one by one. Qassem Soleimani. Who's the only person that's missing in this picture that says eliminated? Top right. Who is top right?
Khomeini.
All of the ones that are not eliminated is Khamenei. So meaning if they take him out, everybody in the regime has one of two choices. It's either last-minute desperation, light everything up, shoot all the missiles out that you can, right? Everything you got going on, last-minute miracle, it's almost like kamikaze.
Yes.
If I'm going down, I'm killing everybody. That's likely that could happen with these guys. You saw a clip about a missile that Iran is preparing to attack because they want to attack Israel. But here's the part. We heard about two ships, right? Two vessels that went out there. One of them was what? One of them was
Abraham Lincoln.
And the other one is Ford, right?
Gerald Ford.
Okay, so Ford and Lincoln went to two different places. Ford went to Israel. Tom, you made a very good point this morning, if you don't mind sharing with the audience.
The USS Gerald Ford is an Aegis class, the largest aircraft carrier, and it has a tremendous, think of Iron Dome on a ship. It's got tremendous intercept capabilities, tremendous, and it is parked off the coast of Israel. It is docked there. The USS Abraham Lincoln was poised in strike force range off the coast of Iran. So when you look at those two things, wait, what are they doing there? Why isn't the Gerald Ford side by side with Abraham Lincoln? The Gerald Ford is protecting Israel. It is sitting right there on the coast, ready to defend if new arms or things that somehow penetrate or not intercepted by Iron Dome, and it is ready to engage. And it sits there, this large vessel that's the largest and the baddest of the badasses in our fleet is there. Meanwhile, the Abraham Lincoln is launching the strike force directly the planes that are over there dropping tomahawks at this hour. So when you take a look at that, you have an offensive position and you have a protective position. And if they fire a missile that misses Israel, they are going to engage directly the U.S. ship in an aggressive act. Remember, they've already now engaged aggressively with our bases. So as of this morning, we are being 100% engaged. But this is, I think, brilliant naval strategy, defending Israel and creating a cover, at the same time bringing the Abraham Lincoln for direct coastal engagement strike.
Is that it, Rob, the clip you just pulled up?
Yes.
Can you go to the one you just had right now a second ago? You literally just had it.
While he's doing that,
Yeah.
do you think that they finally figured out who could probably take the lead? Leadership-wise, once Khomeini and everybody's gone?
No way.
Not at all.
Do I think they already have somebody in mind that's going to replace?
Yeah.
No,
That's going to go there, Pat. That's going to live there.
Look, if there's one thing we know what this is, the phrase regime change has been used by the president.
I get it.
So meaning they're not doing this because it's like it's a threat. This is being done to change the regime, period, right? Who they have in mind, nobody knows. They may or may not already have somebody in mind. They're talking to a lot of different people. I don't know if he said, go support this person or go support that person. You didn't hear that from him. No, what he said is, you have that, Rob? Go ahead.
A nuclear weapon. This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces. I built and rebuilt our military in my first administration, and there is no military on earth even close to its power, strength, or sophistication. My administration has taken every possible step to minimize the risk to U.S. personnel in the region. Even so, and I do not make this statement lightly, the Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties.
See what he says right there?
That often happens in war. But
Not
we're doing this not for now.
anything.
We're doing this for the future.
Powerful,
and
Pat.
it is a
We might
noble
lose people.
mission. We pray for every service member as they selflessly risk their lives to ensure that Americans and our children will never be threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran. We ask God to protect all of our heroes in harm's way, and we trust that with his help, the men and women of the armed forces will prevail. We have the greatest in the world, and they will prevail.
You can stop
To
it
the
right there. Go
members
ahead,
of-
Vinny.
Can I say something, Pat?
Yeah.
Like I saw Dave Smith today. He called the president a traitor. A traitor. I'm very curious. I want to
In
get
a tweet.
in a tweet. I want to know your honest opinions. If we just let Iran go and do their things, because these are like, okay, traitor. I'm very
It's
curious to the.
retweeting a
Remember that I
tweet from Trump from 2013.
Yep.
Remember that I predicted a long time ago that Obama will attack Iran because of its inability to negotiate properly.
Okay.
Not skilled.
And did he put in there that did Obama give the Iranian regime pallets and pallets of cash and help them build their nuclear freaking arsenal? Like let's just take a second. I'm just very curious. Are we supposed to just sit back, let a nation that says death to America build their nukes and do whatever they want, and then what? Are we supposed to just sit there and be like, listen, we're anti-war, but you guys build your nukes and go for it? What are they going to do with? I don't understand the mindset of let somebody. It's not as if they're hiding. They're not saying, hey, you guys are okay. You like America. We're okay. We kind of disagree. No. Death to all of you and your country, and we're supposed to let them do it? This type of attitude, I'm not a fan of it. What are we supposed to do? I'm very curious to the Dave Smiths out there. What are we supposed to do? Just sit back and let them get to the point where they can't attack us? And then what? And then the other tweet's going to be like, we should have done something sooner. There's no winning. It drives me crazy, Tom.
So it's disappointing. I mean, I see what Dave is doing here. He's bringing up an old tweet, and then he's coming back. Oh, so you're against the street trader. But this is not a time, for that. If you want to say, I disagree with this, he's a warmonger, I disagree with this is illegal, then you can join Ro Khanna, and you can join Thomas Massie with that opinion. But to say traitor is a high order. That's like the N-word for your leader. You're basically using the N-word on your leader. Traitor is against your own sovereign country. And Dave, I just don't think that's the right word. I think that's wrong. You're a thoughtful guy, but I completely disagree with this. I think you need to roll that back.
Yeah, I think Dave has fairly been consistent in his position, okay, on what he's doing and where he's at, But there's a lot of people like that right now, that they're not wanting to see a war like this take place. I will tell you my thoughts on this. If you vote for a president, okay, and you want a refund on your vote, you voted for president, it's popular to do that. It's a very popular thing to vote for somebody and then be like, well, you know what, I can't believe he didn't do this, he didn't do that, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Okay. When you hire an executive, you hire the person's decision-making abilities on what they're going to be doing, period. Based on what? Based on the intel they have. Not the intel you have, based on the intel they have. Unless if you're an insider to be able to know exactly what's going on, different stories. So for us, as this is happening, I feel all the word traitor is a very, very heavy word. It's like there's certain words, traitor, coward, all of this stuff. I mean, it's a rage-baiting word where you want to get under people's skin. I get what he's doing, but at the same time, to me, I think it is a debate that people are having. However, Vinny, this cannot be something that drags out.
I agree.
So if it does drag out, this is not what anybody wants to see happen whatsoever. I don't think this is going to be Afghanistan. Let me explain why. When Biden left Afghanistan, how was it? Reckless, left the weapons behind. I saw a video the other day, a Afghani trying to, one of the Hezbollahs or ISIS was trying to fly the helicopter, didn't know how to do it, crashed it, killed himself. I don't know if you saw that clip or not. But this is a very different leader. This is a leader with a reputation. He's killed Qasem Soleimani. He's called the shots. They've done a lot of different things. So for me, when you see things like this taking place, you have to also trust there's a different guy in the room that's negotiating. Kushner and Witkoff went to find ways to negotiate, and they kept wanting to delay. Why do you think they want to delay? Do you know what they agreed to not pursue nuclear? You know what the timeline was? 3 years. Why 3 years? It's like, get out of the office, let me deal with a Biden. Do you not think they would prefer a Kamala today in the office so they can negotiate something like this? Do you not think they would prefer a Newsom to be able to negotiate with a guy like that? Do you not think they would prefer another guy from Obama's team to go in there so they can negotiate? Of course they would. If Newsom, Kamala, Biden, Obama, any one of those guys would be there right now, they'd be giving them whatever they want. They would be negotiating more in favors of Iran, but I actually like what they're doing, and I like the positioning. Let me tell you, Vinny, do you remember a guy asked me a question the other day? What is the most nervous you've ever seen the president? And I don't know if I would use the word nervous, but he's using the word nervous. I said, probably when he walked up with, I believe it was Hexet and JD, or was Hexet and Rubio and JD, and this is when they were about to attack Iran, the nuclear sites. You remember that in the middle of the night?
We were in New York.
Do you remember how for the first time you heard him say, may God, be with us? He said something when that took place. I don't know if you remember that, Rob, when it took place. It's going to be a tough video to find right now. If you can find it.
Individually.
You saw the amount of
Bam, what's
burden he was
good,
carrying.
Bam?
Yes.
It was
We had to move the family out the neighborhood, bro. Hey, don't get too excited yet. Hey. Oh, okay, time to go inside. Soon as you said don't get too excited yet. Kaboom, they heard me. There's nobody driving around. They got us shook, babe. Not me, though. Where I'm at? Outside. Topping my shit.
Bruh.
She think Iran can hear me. Like they gonna come get me individually. Bam, what's good, Bam? Had to move the family out the neighborhood, bro. Hey, don't get too excited yet. Hey. Oh, okay, time to go inside. Soon as you said don't get too excited yet. Kaboom, they heard me.
Hell no.
There's nobody driving around. They got us shook, babe. Not me, though. Where I'm at? Outside.
Outside.
Never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Do you see the body language?
I remember you played this video.
I remember this.
You know what you don't see right now? You don't see that body language. Why? Why do you not see that body language right now? Do you see how he's speaking right now? Like this.
Yes.
Here's what could happen. We don't want to see happen. There could very likely be some. This is about regime. We try to negotiate with them, stay in a safe place, don't get out. It was like boom, boom, boom. Do you know why a human being speaks like that? At what point you speak like that? Knowing billions of people are watching you. Like, for some of the people that are critical of what he is doing, what's the biggest decision you ever had to make with the amount of burden you had on it? Go ahead. What's the biggest decision you ever had to make with the amount of burden you had on it? Okay, think about it. If someone's watching this right now, you may say, I remember when I was running a business, I sold my house, sold everything to put it in my office, and I knew if the company would go bankrupt. I didn't know if my marriage was going to work out. My wife questioned why I did this. I had so much burden for 3 years. It was the hardest thing we ever did. We made it. Okay, great. That's burden. Hey, we decided to move our family out of another place, and my wife didn't want to do it. My kids didn't want to do it, but we escaped a certain regime. We came to the States. We didn't speak any English. Every night, my wife and I fought for 3 years. We didn't have any money. We were barely eating anything. 10 years later, we're doing good. Our kids are going to school. He's about to graduate to be a doctor. We did it, right? Imagine that burden you carry, right? When you make a decision, and a lot of people are against you. This is where he's at. He's making a decision, and a lot of people are not with this war. Think about that. That's a lot of burden. The point I want to make is he is like this time.
Right.
Why? He has information you and I don't have, and I don't know what that is. if that information is stuff that they know about Iran, if that information is they saw on the inside that they already have a hold of something, if they already know, like you saw Rob, you have the picture of the bunker that it was shot? I think I sent you the picture of the bunker of Khamenei. When you see this picture of where he lived, and by the way, we reported on this 2 days ago, maybe even on Friday we reported on this, that, yeah, but you have the before and after. There's a before and after I sent you. If you go up, you'll see it. Oh, if I didn't, maybe we send it to the PBD podcast. There is a before and after. I don't know if I send it to you. If you go and see what that looks like, Khamenei's compound. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, shit. Millennials living through 2 economic recessions, 9/11, a pandemic, crypto bubble, jobs being replaced by AI, and possibly World War III.
Bruh.
Oof. Stephen Hawking on Epstein. Seen almost. Oh shit, bro! What is happening? What is happening?
Bruh.
Got off topic, but what is on my Twitter feed, bro? Oh, meanwhile, they going crazy. What's happening?
The amount Iran sought. For the United States, this settlement could save us billions of dollars that would have been pursued by Iran, so there was no benefit to the United States in dragging this out.
So nobody wants to talk about gave them the money, built them up, and now this guy has to clean up their freaking mess. Just like with the border with Biden. I sent Rob a clip about Obama. Does anybody want to say, like, how do we get to places like this? This is a clip. Can you play this about Barack giving them $400 billion at night so nobody would really notice and pay attention? Rob, can you play?
Now, settling a long-standing Iranian government claim against the United States government. Iran will be returned its own funds, including appropriate interest, but much less than the amount Iran sought. For the United States, this settlement could save us billions of dollars that would have been pursued by Iran, so there was no benefit to the United States in dragging this out.
So nobody wants to talk about gave them the money, built them up, and now this guy has to clean up their freaking mess. Just like with the border with Biden. And again, Pat, I'm going to say this. Everybody thinks that they're so good and they know everything. No one out there knows anything. You're not in these meetings. You're not in these skiffs. You're not in this. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. My attitude is the people. Are the people of the country that we're bombing and we're going to war with happy? Yes, and I don't hear nothing. I don't hear none of the noise from everybody else. Do we want war? Did any of us wake up and be like, yeah, let's go? You know what? I woke up today and I was like, man, we need to start a freaking war. Sometimes you have to, and guess what? The majority of people don't have the heart to say, you know what? When push comes to shove, you got to do it. And anybody that says death to America has to be handled accordingly. I'm sorry, did we tell them to say death to America? Did we tell them to have this freaking attitude? No. I get it. It's not, do you think it's an easy job? You said a great thing 2 weeks ago. We were talking about Epstein and this and that and leverage, and I can't do that
Please
job.
play this Cardi B guitar solo, shot
as a president.
What
I
is
wouldn't be able to
happening?
make those decisions. He just nailed it. He's like, boom, boom, and he knows lives will be lost. I think it's an easy decision to just go, okay, when they come in there, the generals, and they go, hey, we're about to strike. This is the opportunity. This is the moment. Months of planning, we go now. And you just say, go. Say yes. And those lives are on your hands. You guys think it's easy. The majority
This
of
would
these
be
people, these
incredible.
podcasters,
Twisted Metal.
They think that they can do it. And they can have that
Updated.
burden. They can't.
That's what they need
and
to
again,
do.
I'm going to go back. The people.
They need
the
to do
people in the
this with
streets that were
Twisted Metal.
dying and fighting and screaming and revolting. Now they got their wishes answered. So good. Good. It's not.
Obama sent money.
This. I would so
Trump
get
sent
this.
munitions. You know, which is going to work. I think we see what happened, appeasing them and sending money back and doing all this. All you're doing is funding a regime that ultimately killed the citizens protesting in the street.
By the way, here's a report. IRGC chief, Iran defense minister, killed in Israeli attacks. Several senior Iranian regime military figures were reportedly targeted in the operation. Go a little bit lower, Rob.
IRGC guy is a bad guy.
Commander of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard, General Mohammad Papkur, and Iranian Defense Minister Amir Nasirzadeh were killed in Israel strikes inside Iran on Saturday morning. 3 sources familiar with the matter told Reuters. Israel officially assessed that Papkur, Nasirzadeh, and Iranian intelligence chief were likely among those killed in the coordinated strikes. The full context of casualties, however, remains. Yeah, I mean, look, at this point, here's what is going to be happening, folks. In the next, 6, 12, 24 hours, you're going to have a lot of stories that's going to come in. A lot of stories. My suggestion, anybody that posts anything on X or Twitter, go to the bottom because someone's going to ask the question, Grok, is this true or not? And then read that. And then Grok may say, no, it's not. Maybe it's allegedly. Or go double verify. Don't jump to conclusion. A lot of people are sharing a lot of stuff without saying allegedly. They're saying in a certain way, like this right here. Look at that report. It reports that Khamenei's bunker was attacked and multiple bunker buster bombs. Okay, that we know. But eliminate it, we don't know. So go to Grok on the bottom, Rob, to see, Grok, is this news legit? Yeah, go back right there. Reports of target strikes. New York Times. Outlets when Khamenei was reportedly evacuated to a secure location beforehand. Specific claims of multiple bunker buster bombs on his personal bunker are unverified. Social media reports not yet backed by major outlets. Developing stories. This is going to non-stop things happening. I am praying for this to be done as soon as possible without it being a lengthy situation. If they get Khamenei, if they do, that's the head of the snake. If they everybody around is going to react in one space. I'm in Iran. I'll tell you a story. In Iran.
Damn.
And all of a sudden, Rob, can you type what time did Khomeini die? What time, Khomeini is spelled Khomeini, not Khamenei. What time did Khomeini died? On time.
Were you?
Find So busy. And then he eventually gets
I don't mean to laugh about this. Let me stop recording. That was some good little stuff. That cat thought it was over. Yo. But you could peep the cat was already looking and was afraid of the drop because it was trying to gauge the depth, but it probably could. Here come Odie Garfield, right? Here come Odie ass. He's like, hey man, hey Garfield, hey Garfield, what are you up to? This nigga. Get your ass on it. And then oh boy. He was falling non-stop in his head, boy. Oh man, that was too funny. Me for sure.
And communities across our country will be deeply concerned about what this means for security and stability and for the fate of innocent people across the region.
So he's what? He's against Iran, Rob, is what he's doing. Okay. Well, I'm not surprised. Right now, they better be for whatever America's for, okay? Because you need America's backing. You know, say something bad about America while you know they're protecting you, they're funding you, they're defending you, and NATO can't protect themselves without the help of Iran. Is that an explosion in Dubai?
Yeah, I'm checking it.
NBC News reporting that the luxury hotel in Dubai was hit.
NBC is?
Yes, NBC is also saying that Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that Khomeini was safe in a separate location. So as you're saying,
he's not killed. He's not eliminated yet.
Well, at least that's what the foreign minister, who is not a
will find him.
pillar of honesty.
They know where he's at.
They will find him.
I sent Rob. I sent
Make
you
sure
on
I'm pronouncing that right.
The PBD podcast, just for all the people.
No one's going to judge you for not getting it right. But go ahead.
Yeah. By the way, just so everybody out there, all the people that are like, no, why would you do Iran? This is the 2018 Parliament. Look, this is in their Parliament. Death to America, burning our flag. They want all of us dead. Okay? Stop being such weak ass. Give them the opportunity. No, let them, guys. I don't know about you guys. I'm comfortable with making them become a nuclear threat. I like that. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Why are we intervening? Why would we intervene? Let them get a bomb. Let them get a bomb. That's my attitude, Tom. I'm obviously being facetious, but shut up. I'm just tired of it, man. Tired of it. Done.
Well, this is Pat's point. Pat makes a great point. You know, be careful what you retweet. Be careful what you repeat. Be careful what you like and thumbs up. You know, read it, grok it. Do the things that you need to do to be careful through this. What do we know? is that a strike has started. What do we know? It was carefully planned out. What do we know? That there's a lot of nervous people and that they retaliated with medium-grade missiles. They claim to have a hypersonic missile. I don't think we've seen it yet. There's no reports of a hypersonic missile launch. This is conventional weapons that appear to be aimed back at U.S. bases, and they had collateral damage where they've killed a citizen. So let's just remember what all this is, and this needs to play out, but this is the first step. And what do we know absolutely for certain? Is that 30 to 40,000 freedom-loving people wanted their freedom and died. What do we know? People are dancing in the streets in Iran. So while you criticize the president, while you criticize a military action, while you don't agree with it, you say, oh, you didn't have permission from Congress. Look at the people in that country that, just like the U.S. in 1776, they wanted their freedom, and they're getting assistance, and they're dancing in the streets. And I hope it comes to full fruition so that they can not just dance in the street today, they can dance in the street for the rest of their lives.
Pat, once this is, resolved, they have somebody in there that's, a regime that can actually be for the people, give them some liberation, let the women do what the hell they want to do. I mean, who else is going to be the threat in the Middle East? In the heart? Who else is going to be the threat, the actual threat? Of this magnitude. Iran's the main player.
By the way, Rob, is Ilan here?
I believe so.
Do we have a mic to give him to see what perspective he wants to give? I don't think we got a mic. Maybe we'll do it next time. Okay, but okay. You were saying, Vinny.
Yeah, no, I'm saying out of all of them, do you think Iran was the biggest threat out of everybody? From Syria, Qatar.
Not even close.
It's them.
Not even close.
Okay.
Not even close. It's not even close. That, to me, it's less about the weapons of mass destruction. Like, for example, Rob, can you pull up how many countries have nuclear weapons? Go to how many countries have nuclear weapons, okay? What countries, if you just type in on Leaders Bulletin, it'll tell you, what's up, Elon? If you just type in which countries
the great,
have the most
proud
nuclear
people
weapons,
of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take.
Good morning, everybody. America is now engaged in military action against Iran. There's no formal declaration of war, but the president is using broad war powers for what's expected to be a major operation. This is bigger than what we saw last year. Pray for our troops, pray for our nation, and pray for the Iranian people. Scripture reminds us in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 that there is a time for peace and a time for war. President Trump says this moment may be a once-in-a-generation opportunity for the Iranian people to break free from tyranny. Let's listen to his remarks.
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats.
You guys from X. As you can see here, it says Democrat Senator John Fetterman comes out in full support of President Trump's massive strike on Iran. President Trump has been willing to do what's right and necessary to produce peace, to produce real peace in the region. You can see that right there. I wanted to just kind of go through a couple here, X, and you can see, they're out here, ecstatic, about what's going on, out there right now. And you can see it, Iranian high school students thanking President Trump, for striking the region or striking the regime. You can see it there. This is Reza Pahlavi. This is the individual I would assume that, if given the opportunity, would take over in Iran. I would assume that they would probably have some form of election or something along those lines. This has been something that the Iranian people have been asking for a very long time. And I'm interested to hear and see what the left has to say about this particular situation. I'm very interested to hear that because we know that these people are anti-America. And you can see this right here. This is a woman cutting a birthday cake in 1973, 5 years before the Islamic Revolution. stark contrast in comparison to what's going on right now. Oh, you have Ilhan Omar out here defending Iran and other Muslim majority terrorist regimes. It's crazy. This is what she had to say. Iraq was attacked by the U.S. during Ramadan, and it's sickening to know that the U.S. is again going to attack Iran during Ramadan. The U.S. apparently loves to strike Muslim countries during Ramadan, and I am convinced it isn't what these countries have done to violate international law, but who they worship. I mean, this lady, can we get this person up out of office, man? Seriously.
Who they
can
worship?
We get people who
brought up religion,
who are not born in our country out of office? I need Congress to make that happen. Let's hear this clip right here from this young lady right here.
In Iran, you can get arrested for walking a dog, and then they can take your dog away because according to Islam, dogs are najis, which means unclean. In Iran, you will get arrested, not can, will, if you're a female solo singer. It is against the law. In Iran, not that you have to wear hijab, but if your hijab is not to the liking of the regime forces, they can push you forcefully into a van and take you to jail. And then things that happen in those jails, let's just say that they're not ethical.
Yeah, it's wild over there. And for whatever reason, you'll have liberals over here defending Iran. Just says that Iran's defense minister was eliminated. He's out of here. Says breaking, the world is on fire. Operation Epic Fury, hour by hour. There will be additional information coming out, man. If you guys are not following this on X, you should definitely get on there. You're getting up-to-date information there. It says here 92 million Iranians couldn't give rats behind that the U.S. is striking the Islamic regime on Ramadan. In fact, the majority of Iranians have turned their backs on Islam. Yeah, it's out there. People are frustrated. People are frustrated out there, man. It's crazy because, liberals will go out there and they'll tell you that, they're for, the defense of the defenseless and they're for freedom and so forth and so on. And then they'll come out here and they've defended, dictatorial regimes every step of the way. They're on the opposite side of every, 80-20 issue out there. They are. We're going to get up out of here. But at the end of the day, if you are a Bible-believing Christian, you understand that nothing happens outside of God's will, especially in the Middle East. Scripture is clear. It's very clear. God allows these things to happen. And this war, let's just call it what it is that. It's part of a larger plan. Because of that, I'm not panicking. I'm not protesting. I'm not going to cheer either, because what we do know is that war can be devastating. I have, one of my really good friends, his son, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, he just, got deployed over to, I believe, I'm not going to throw that out there, but he's over there, but he's in the Navy, so his situation is a little different. But, we got to make sure that, we keep our service members, in prayer. And the president said it, that, hey, we could lose people. When you have these types of operations, these types of situations, casualties do occur. So I'm going to continue to watch. I'm going to continue to pray. I'm going to continue to pay attention. And I ask that you guys do the same thing. Pray for our troops. Pray for the people in the Middle East. Pray for the Iranian people. Whether you agree with these strikes or not, this moment does present a real opportunity, possibly a once-in-a-generation opportunity for the Iranians to finally break free from the Islamic regime. And as President Trump noted, this may be their last chance. If the Ayatollah is removed, whether isolated, forced out, or eliminated, it could open the door for the Iranian people to pursue what they've long said they want.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. All right, I'm good. I know what's going on now. We'll monitor this situation throughout the course of the day. No more bomb talk. Bombs over Baghdad. Yeah. Okay, so I'm probably gonna pull up on Wild today and play Bombs Over Baghdad, just cause, nigga, it's so fitting. That is so fitting. I think that's gonna happen. I'm gonna go to Wild House and I'm gonna stream it too, and I'm gonna learn how to play Bombs Over Baghdad.
What you think about human beings overall, man? You think cause we a young planet, they say we not that old in space.
Yeah, man, y'all real young.
So where I'm finna go with this whole thing. So where I'm about to take this conversation. I also think this is very important, but it's cool too. So the reason why a moment ago I was like, "Is today the 28th?" Because actually this is the pinnacle. If you've been around me in real life for the past 2 weeks or so, 2-3 weeks, I've been talking. I'm like, man, if you look up, all the planets are in alignment. Well, it's true. All the planets are in alignment right now, and are at least in our solar system. Let me be a little bit more specific. They're in a very interesting position, along with 3i Atlas still being in our solar system as well. It's not gone like people probably think. But anyway, so let's check this out. Yeah, I knew Stefan would have had it up. It's 3 days ago, though. I wonder if he has any. Is this live? This is live.
All 6 planets on your screen.
AT Alien, baby. This who we're going to be at with it.
Tonight, planets are lining up in our sky. This event is called a planetary. The planets Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus are appearing on the same side of the Sun from Earth. They look like they are forming a line across the sky that you are watching. Must like this video and subscribe the channel.
I wish I had a
for more
telescope.
astronomical events.
I wish I had a telescope.
Oh,
Y'all think we're gonna blow it all up and fuck it up, man? Or y'all think
Y'all got a little bit behind y'all ear. I mean, if y'all just keep going for it, like, you know what I mean? Like, this my biggest thing. Like, y'all just going for the trickery.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't involved. Like, but I ain't gonna lie. Like, right now, though, it's like they said, y'all really awakening. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You gotta think about it. Like, man, y'all paying rent on Earth, man. That sounds crazy.
That don't even make no sense.
That don't even make no sense, man. That's like a penguin paying to live in the ocean. A gorilla paying to stay in the jungle. I thought you were from Earth. So why you gotta pay to stay on Earth?
Why you got to pay?
I ain't never heard that no other planet, man. So yeah, that different.
Damn, we the only one doing it.
Man, these was so crazy. Y'all let a few crazy folks make y'all do this. If y'all just say, hey man, everybody on Earth just say, hey man, I ain't paying no rent, no more. What they gonna do?
I think you said something like that before.
I said it. Someone told me to be quiet. Shadow white folk did it. If you really want to end it all, just stop.
Stop.
No, we won't. I who work for the power company won't turn off the power.
Yeah.
I who pay the bill will not pay the bill. We will each go to work 4 hours a day to contribute to the greater community, and we will not pay to be here. We will not only not pay to be here, we will not pay taxes. We will not go to war. Wars will be fought by the children of the rich in an arena where it's 2 per going to war, and the poor will no longer go to war.
Hey man, just about 2 old white billionaires in a fight, man. That shit ain't gonna last 2 minutes, man. Boy, nobody gonna have no bloody nose, no nothing, man.
Where they get the LC now? I think they finna fuck. It's a gladiator school. Oh, y'all
gotta get it up.
Regular folks who used to be on the staff like, yep, we're gonna watch y'all kill each other. But if human beings ever did that, things would change instantly. Now, if people like me and my great blooded homeboy right here, if you say that too much, they'll kill you. So you better
true,
get.
guy.
Yeah,
That's
knock your ass
So
out.
have any scientists, pulled up on you and want to talk to you and do tests on you?
Oh, boy, the folks know not try to be like that. Ain't nobody probe me. Science is come on, man, that's a joke, man. See, get what these folks, they want to tell you science, but get what? It's magic.
Hold on, though.
Come on, guys. I'm just saying, like, people so it's just different
Science
words.
is magic, you said?
I mean, it's real magic, but these people want an explanation for everything. You can't explain everything, man.
Damn, that's some wisdom.
When I go through a wormhole, you think I'm finna do calculation 8 man limit? Come on, man. We going through that shit, hey man, and see on the other end. But these people want to play God. They want to pretend like they know it, man. They don't know nothing.
They don't know nothing.
At the end of the day, you don't know
all
nothing,
the way
man.
far off.
And guess what? Your intelligence will be your undoing. Because they say the smartest people are the most miserable.
Who said that? Ash said that earlier.
Everything understood ain't got to be explained.
Just think about
Ashley said, I want to say blissfully ignorant.
Listen, the motherfucker know everything. Okay, this my thing, right? So if you so smart as you claim you is, you got all these degrees, why ain't you rich?
Right.
Shouldn't that be the first thing you do if you got all this intelligence?
You would have been smart.
Come on, man. So you tell me a nigga with all these degrees, he's smarter than Jeff Bezos? Come on, man. He done made better decisions in his life. So I think Earth just need to just, you know what I mean, once they let go of trying to know everything and figure everything out, go with your intuition, which is God, you know what I mean? The real true God, your intuition, talking to you, telling you what to do. Man, you good.
What
man.
made you two, man, like, we know the first people on Earth were black people.
For sure.
So that means, I guess a tribe in Africa, I think it's a Dogon tribe. I think the star is a Sirius star or constellation, but they talked about that before science ever saw it.
Yeah.
Like, man, y'all can't even fuck with black folk first, man.
I mean, come on, man. Like, GBA is like, listen, bro, only reason we great, bro, because we didn't need the melanin. So we shed the melanin. Everybody started off black. You see what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm going to say this, man. I'm trying to get y'all shit out, but let's just say this, right? Okay. So if you on a planet that's close to the sun, then you would develop melanin. But guys, if you was from a planet that wasn't close to the sun, you probably wouldn't need it. So where did these other people come from? And why haven't y'all ever seen no black scientists in Antarctica? You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. So you come from a cold planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you need to be somewhere cold. And if you landed on a planet, like have y'all watching movies? Because y'all Earth, y'all love Hollywood. Y'all love watching movies. So in every alien movie, it's always a race of aliens that's what? Conqueror.
Aggressive.
World.
Aggressive.
Like, okay, so if you was really from the Earth, why would you be digging up the Earth and taking the elements out of the Earth?
So you saying these folk far. These folk from far. Because when our man Billy Carson, he talks about different types of Anunnaki or aliens down here. So what you saying is those folk, I'm going to say this. There's theory out there that these people were created by big head scientists. Okay.
Big brain. Yeah.
So was his and what he got from the graves, did he take that and then graft and create a new people, or did those people come here on the ship too?
See, the folk came.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, the folk came.
That's why they trying to find out what's going on. It was our Earth.
Think about this, man.
Hold up. He talking, son.
Hey everyone, geophysicist Stefan Burns here. We have an incredible planetary parade active on February 28th that you will not want to miss. And in fact, this goes into early March as well. We have a lot of planets visible in the night sky at the same time. We will have Mercury and Venus close together, with Saturn and Neptune not far away. And then we have Uranus and Jupiter all participating in this planetary parade. So this is going to be active for about a week or so. In fact, this grouping of planets in our night sky is going to last for longer, but in terms of our visibility right now and going into the end of February, early March is the key time period because these planets are close to the sun. And so at a certain point, we are going to have the glare of the sun obfuscate our view of the planets so close together. So February 28th at sunset, and then for about an hour afterwards is going to be the prime time to see this planetary parade in action. You will have Mercury and Venus conjoined in a conjunction. They will both be quite bright. They'll set quickly after the sun goes down. You will have Saturn easily visible with your eyes, but it will also be conjunct Neptune, which will not be visible with the naked eye. You will need a telescope or perhaps some really good binoculars to see Neptune. And then in the constellation of Taurus, right near the Pleiades, we have Uranus. And then beyond that, in the constellation of Gemini, with the twins Castor and Pollux, two very bright stars, you'll see an even brighter object, and that will be Jupiter. So let us give this a look in Stellarium, our open source software, which allows us to see the planets in real time. Here it is. I have this set for the 28th of February, And this is going to be viewable starting the 26th, 27th, and early March as well. It's going to be a little bit better viewing, let's say early March for the high Arctic, let's say like Reykjavik in Iceland, Northern Europe. But in general, February 28th is a great time. When you first load up Stellarium, you're just going to get what it looks like normally. And I've actually already added in the constellations, as you can see. So here are the constellations, there are the labels. I'm going to turn off the atmosphere. And so here we will see now a lot of things pop up. There is our sun. Here is Mars on the other side of the sun. It is in this parade, but we're not going to see it because it's going to be setting before the sun sets. If I go forward an hour here, you'll see what I mean. The sun just got closer to the horizon. I'll turn on the ecliptic plane. This is the line effectively that the planets all move along. If we look at geocentrically,
absolutely fascinating.
And we see here Mercury and Venus in a close conjunction. Mercury, though, above the ecliptic plane because of its orbital inclination. Here is Saturn. It is not alone. We see Neptune just nearby. So the reason why we're not seeing it zoom out is that this is showing the apparent magnitude of the stars and the planets, and Neptune does not shine that brightly compared to Saturn. It's not visible with the naked eye. They are in the constellation of Pisces, and then if we go over, we will see Uranus here, almost exactly along the ecliptic plane, just south of the Pleiades here. And so if you're really, really nice conditions, Uranus with the naked eye, but you're probably going to need some binoculars. And that's the constellation of Taurus. And then we go further over and we see Jupiter here in the constellation of Gemini, right near Castor and Pollux. So let's zoom out once again. Let's turn on our atmosphere one more time. You'll notice that basically it's daytime for the time
is my
that's
favorite.
set.
Because I can see, I've been seeing it since I was a kid.
Let's go forward now.
Red supergiant.
This is 5
It's going to
p.m.
explode
right
any day
here.
now.
We can even go like 5:30. Let's see what this looks like. And we see that there's still a lot of glare from the sun. Okay, so this is viewing from the northern hemisphere. It's going to be flipped horizontally for those in the southern hemisphere, but there will be good viewing of this planetary parade for everybody. This being fairly close to equinox, so that does help. If we go forward even more here, we will see that as the sun sets, the sky, of course, gets darker and darker, and that is when Venus and Mercury are going to appear on the horizon. That's another key thing to take note of, is that if you are living in an area that A, has light pollution, and B, has things obscuring the horizon, you may not see. You're definitely going to have the best visibility of this if you go up to a high spot and you have good, clear visibility to the west where the sun sets. But after the sun goes down, we see that now it's 6:10, for example, right here.
I do too. I can see right here. West is directly out my window.
Venus, there is Mercury. They should still show up and shine brightly, but there will be this glow from the sun. And then if we continue going forward, see how they set quickly afterwards. And then we will have Saturn on the horizon, still a little bit of light from the sun. We really jump forward here. Now it's dark, and you'll notice Jupiter shining pretty much overhead. And Jupiter will be very, very bright. It has been very bright. It's one of the brightest objects in the sky. It's just right behind Venus. Uranus, again, only really going to be visible to the naked eye if you're in a really dark sky condition and you know what to look for. You're going to be looking for the Pleiades. If we go back again to where Mercury and Venus are showing up, which is right about here, Venus being the third brightest object in the sky behind the moon and sun. So Venus is very bright. We see it shining really nicely here in Stellarium. Again, there's Mercury. So here is the alignment. It's Venus, it's Mercury, and then we have Saturn there, and of course we also have Uranus here in Taurus, and then Jupiter there in Gemini, and the moon will also be participating on the 28th of February, fairly close to a full moon. It'll be a waxing gibbous. So that is also participating in this alignment, though we won't have Mars. And here we have another graphic showing how this looks from a solar system perspective. We're looking top down on the ecliptic plane, which is what all the planets are moving along effectively. Keep in mind, the sun is also moving through space, so they're also swirling through interstellar space as they're all moving. Very, very cool. But if we look at it from a fixed ecliptic plane standpoint, we see the sun there, we see Earth there in its orbit. This is the inner solar system going to Mars. And here we can see how this alignment shapes up. So effectively, Mercury is there, Venus is then right behind. We have Saturn and Neptune closely conjunct together, and then further off, again, there's Uranus, there's Jupiter. And this light region there shows the visibility of the night sky during this time of the year. So we see that Mercury and Venus, again, being very close to the sun, are going to set right after sunset. So the timing is key. You're going to want to make sure, if you want to see this, to find a nice location with fairly good viewing in terms of the horizon and not that much light pollution. You're going to want to bring binoculars with you at a minimum. Ideally, some sort of telescope that you know how to operate, but binoculars would be fine. And then you're going to want to be there at sunset. So even like right before the sun goes down, you're going to want to be there because this is going to be a fast thing. Then being there, you're ready, the sun will go down, then you'll see Mercury and Venus for maybe 20, 30, 40 minutes, no more than an hour before they set, and you'll see Saturn for maybe 2 hours or an hour and a half before it sets. Of course, Neptune will be difficult to see, but it'll be going at the same time. And then Jupiter will be very visible in the sky for most of the night. But at that point, you're not seeing the full parade of planets. So those are some viewing recommendations for this planetary parade. This is a pretty good planetary parade. We do get these fairly often. This one, in fact, will be continuing into March, but the best visibility is February. Let's give it a look as to how it's going to progress going forward, because when you have all the planets together, they blend their energies together in a unique way. So March and April is going to be a pretty pivotal time period as they relate to those sort of energetic influences. Let's give it a look. Okay, so we are back in Stellarium, and this is still stuff for the 28th, but now let's turn our atmosphere off, because at this point,
I'm not gonna get y'all with that, even though I love this channel. Stephen Burns, you guys go be sure and follow him if you don't already, or if you've heard of him, if you're interested in that type of stuff.
What was the one determining factor that was able, they was able to take over all the resources of the earth? One thing they had nobody else on earth had.
Guns and gunpowder.
So they had technology.
Yeah,
they had better technology.
Yeah, Guns, Germs, and Steel is a good book to read.
Yeah, but they talk about, they tell y'all these folks were barbarians living in caves, eating each other. Yeah. But now they just got so smart and they created the first piece of technology to cheat.
Yeah.
Come on, man. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, them folks.
So, what you think about cloning?
Oh, we're on with a little clone or two.
I'm just asking.
Is it real? You ask me, is it real? Oh, of course. Come on,
if you hit a clone, then hit a clone. Have you cheated on her? It was the same thing all along.
I mean, technically, no.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
I don't think you got to tell her either. Like,
Lord help me, my friend, my partners.
So I'm gonna. Oh, jeez. Whoa. It's like a little something sticking out. Anyway, all right. I'll be back in a little bit, y'all. Eat, and the missus is about to take over. So, I'll pick up where I left off. And like, stop it anyway.